Now, let's read together. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, a boy called Atomo lived in the Nile Delta. His home was in a small village, and he lived with his parents and his big sister, Najm. Again, he lived with his parents and his big sister, Najm. Atomo was 12, but he didn't go to school. His father worked as a carpenter. He was teaching Atomo how to make things from wood. Atomo loved animals, especially birds. He liked to watch the birds that came into his yard. Every day, Atomo gave some grain to the birds. He enjoyed watching them eat. Often, his sister's cat came into the yard and watched the birds. Often, his sister's cat came into the yard and watched the birds too. It sometimes jumped at the birds, but it never caught them. It was a very slow cat. On page 90, we are introducing the character. The main character of our story is Atomo, and we said he works as a carpenter. Atomo was 12. He was 12 years old. But he didn't go to school. Why? Why doesn't Atomo go to school? He's learning how to be a carpenter. He's learning how to be a carpenter. Perfect. What are Atomo's favorite animals? Birds. Perfect. Now let's check the vocabulary here. We have carpenter, and we explained. He's the person who uses wood as a material in his job. He makes chairs, tables, doors, etc. How about grain? When we said every day, Atomo gave some grain to the birds. He gave some grain to the birds. So, what do you think the word grain means? Bird's food, okay? Bird's food. So it's a type of plant. It's a type of plants. And we give it to the birds to eat. Awesome. We're not moving to page 90. Okay. Now let's continue. One day in October, Atomo was in the yard when he heard a strange noise. He looked up and saw something amazing. A huge flock of birds were flying over his village. They were coming down to a field nearby. "Mom, Mom," shouted Atomo. "There are so many birds. Can I go and see them?" His mom came out of the house and looked. "Wow," she said. "Yes, you can go." She filled a bowl with grain. Here you are," she said kindly. "You can take this for them." So one day, Atomo was looking at the sky, and he saw what? Many birds. He saw a lot of birds. And they were coming down to a nearby village, a nearby field. So he wanted to go and watch the birds. He asked his mom. She said yes and gave him some grain. Why? She gave him some food for the birds to feed them. What is a flock? Let me ask you, what is the word for a large group of birds? I almost said it. A flock, exactly. What does Atomo's mom give him to feed the birds? Grain. Awesome. What do the birds do when they have eaten the food? They fly away. When you give the birds food, after they eat it, they fly away. What do you think will happen next?
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.